Hello Scorpio, welcome to your Quickie. Let's get started. From the Spirit of the Animals Oracle, you've pulled the card of the Black Bear. Now this is a gentle and wise protector, confident and powerful. It's the card of the Guardian. Now when you think of a bear and its cubs, it is of course very protective of those cubs. So there's a nurturing quality to this card, but also power as well. Power when it comes to those who could hurt their offspring. So with this one, I do get an energy here of not only, it's kind of that duality, yin and yang, within and without, calm and ferocious. So that's how I feel with this. Calm, but when confronted, ferocious. So whatever that means to you, it may be, it has something to do with maybe family or protection of family is what I'm getting. Now as your overall energy, you've drawn from the Hedge Witch Botanical Oracle the card of Foxglove, which is indicative of connections, how we connect to people. In an oracle context, connection could be speaking of your relationship with a person, a community, or just even with yourself. It may be that either you or someone around you is feeling isolated or cut off. So with this one, it's about reconnecting and reaching out, especially if there has been a disconnection of some kind. Of course, as with gardens, relationships need tending, so it's about making sure that a relationship is tended to. And I get distance, some kind of distance here. So let's see where this goes here, Scorpio. I've already meditated on your energy, so let's cut these cards and we will focus in on the past energy, present energy, the near future, your advice or your best path to follow, what is around you that is currently affecting you, hopes and fears, the outcome, and what this reading is about. So Scorpio, let's take a look and see what your overall energy is here. The Eight of Cups, yeah, there's that disconnect. I don't feel like it's necessarily walking away from something. I just feel like it's speaking of disconnection. Being at a distance. Now this may be an energy of something that you've done in the past. You have walked away from something because it was time. You know, it's like when you think about, well, let's take the bears for instance. When you think about the parent or the mother of the cubs won't always be with the mother. They will leave when it's time. But the mother still feels very protective of that cub. So that's how I feel. That's what I feel has happened here. And it could have been many years ago even, Scorpio, that there's been this disconnect from a parent or guardian. Now in the past we've got the Two of Swords in reverse. So this indicates the decision. A decision that was made in the past to leave. That's really all I'm picking up about that. I feel, because we have the moon in both of these cards, that it was one of those decisions you made where you paid attention to mostly where you were being led intuitively. I feel that intuitive knowing of knowing when it's time to leave and move on from a situation that you've outgrown. Now the current energy is the Ten of Swords. It's in reverse. So this card speaks about getting over the worst of it. especially if it relates to I don't know, I get the sense that someone may have suffered some kind of pain here. Now, for each one it will be different, but in this case, how I feel around this, Scorpio, is that it may even be just physical pain. So healing, I get it as healing. There's somebody healing around you from some kind of wound, whether it be emotional or physical. Now, in the near future, you've got the Three of Pentacles. So this speaks of working together for a common cause and putting work into a situation and being recognized for a certain skill that you have. So I do feel that this Three of Pentacles is speaking about being able to work together with someone else. And this may just be a simple connection, you know, working together for some kind of common goal here. Now, as your advice or your best path to follow, you do have the Queen of Swords. So as your advice, that's speaking about being very decisive when it comes to your life, not putting up with anything that is less than, or anything that is not worthy of you. It's a card of wisdom, strength. It's usually an older, a more mature kind of energy, because this is a person who's been through a lot of ups and downs in their life. They've already gone through painful experiences, come out the other side stronger, wiser. So what I'm getting around this is this energy may actually be this guardian, this parent, Scorpio, for some of you. And it seems to be a message here about, I pick it up as guidance, wisdom, logic from someone who's experienced a lot and gotten rid of things in their life that haven't worked for them. I get maturity around this person, experience. Now, when it comes to what's around you, you've got the Page of Wands. So this is news. I feel it's news. It's in the upright, so I feel like it's good news, and it's related to healing. So things seem to be getting better. So if there's someone around you, Scorpio, who has suffered some kind of injury or pain, I do feel there's an energy here of that you're going to hear news that this person is feeling better. Things are on the mend. Now, this could just be connections. Family connections is what I'm picking up. Someone may have cut someone out of their life in the past, possibly. That's what I'm getting. Walked away from it. But I feel that there's some good news here coming in about healing that rift. I really feel a strong energy here that there is a reconnection of some kind. Let's have a look at your hopes and fears. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, again, we have this message coming in. Somebody coming in quite quickly as well. And Scorpio, as it relates to a hope, I think you're just hoping that things go well and that they don't turn for the worse. But it is in the upright, which suggests that whatever this movement is, this action that's being taken to reconnect in some way, you're hoping for a good outcome and that there's integrity behind this. Someone who is acting for the highest good of themselves and for those around them. You don't want anyone that is not being truthful. Now, the outcome here is the Eight of Pentacles. So there's that work card. which is tied to the Three of Pentacles as well. So it's going to take a lot of work to get this back together, and I see that very clearly. But it seems like both parties are on board with trying to make this work where there has been a disconnect in the past, Scorpio. So it's interesting, you know, I feel that if there's someone, I pick it up mostly as family, I have to say. I don't pick this up as a lover or a spouse or anything like that. It could be a long-term spouse, someone that you consider family. But I pick it up more as deeper than that. It's blood. It's blood relations or guardianship. There has been a walking away in the past, and I think this Queen of Swords energy here, somebody cut somebody out of their life because they felt they had to. But I see that there is healing possible and good news coming in here. Somebody is traveling towards I pick it up as possibly the person who walked away is traveling in order to reconnect. And it is going to take work, but I feel both parties are on board here with putting in the effort with that Three of Pentacles towards this reconnection. Yeah, I feel that very strongly. It's giving me a very strong message with this card of Black Bear, the mother cub protecting her cubs. Now, something may have happened that came in between that energy. It may have been a person, a spouse, or a lover that came in between family, and this is the problem. But with the card of connection there as your overall energy, I do feel that the focus here is on connections needing work, relationships needing work. Interesting message here, Scorpio. I want to get some more energy on that Eight of Pentacles, but before I do, I get this energy here of the Black Bear being the consummate guardian or the consummate mother, caring for her offspring with devotion. And woe to the one who gets between a mother bear and her cubs. Huge power exists in the bear and demands our respect. So it's kind of an energy, what I feel around this is you do have, or this person, this protector, this guardian, does have a calm, gentle demeanor, but when pushed in any way, can be quite explosive, acts with ferocity, could even be quick to anger. Somebody may lose their temper quickly, and that in the past has led to problems. But I do get this sense of coming back together here, trying to reconnect. Let's see what this Eight of Pentacles is. What is this Eight of Pentacles for Scorpio? The Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah, it's a lightening of the load. You know, I think carrying around this disconnection has been quite a burden, possibly for both of the parties involved. So it's like this gives an opportunity for somebody's load to be lightened, somebody to feel less burdened, less stressed, which is good. Let's take a look. What is the outcome here for this Scorpio reading? The World card, yeah, it's closure. Closure as it relates to a cycle. The World speaks of a successful completion, so I see that the signs here are good for a successful end to, I don't know, somebody being cast aside or disconnected somehow from the family. Could be, the World could also be travel, so if this person is at a distance, I see that there's return of someone who has been gone for a while. Let's see. One more card here for Scorpio. One more, okay. And we have the Five of Wands. So there's that energy of possible hostility. You know, it still seems to be an underlying hostility. And I don't know what that could be about, to be honest with you. It could be some kind of two people that find it difficult to get on, generally. A difference in temperaments. Somebody not understanding another's protective nature and mistaking it for anger. Yeah, I get a lot of messages around that. There seems to be some kind of disconnect when it comes to personality types here. And that's the thing that is going to take some work. You know, it's not going to be that easy. I think there's going to have to be some kind of understanding about this anger, why it occurs, when it occurs, what can be done to avoid it. Because it may be that somebody's actions here kind of set off someone else's anger, and then we have the cycle start again of disconnection from the family, someone leaving, walking away. And I get a very strong message here that this whole cycle can end as long as this anger issue is sorted out. But I think it's mainly personality types and someone mistaking someone's how they feel about being protective of their child, for instance, as just anger, or somehow not being able to handle it the right way. I get taking it too much as something more than what it is. I think that this anger issue is mainly just someone being protective and trying to protect someone else from, well, maybe from actions that may seem hasty or reckless. It's that kind of energy that I'm picking up here, Scorpio. So I'm going to leave this quickie here. If you'd like a personal reading, please email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com, and that email is below in the descriptions box. If you're enjoying these quickies, please like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out the rest of my channel. I have my new March in-depth love and relationships readings up right now. So if you haven't already, please go check those out. So wishing you the best here, Scorpio, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.